In addition to basically authoring this bill and working with the organization, I was a 40-year employee at CSU. And I remember when the merit step were taken away. When you look at it, it's a most unfair and unjust situation, because when it was taken away, despite the fact that there was collective bargaining in place, it was not done through collective bargaining. It was a unilateral decision made by the administrators. So while we believe in collective bargaining, if collective bargaining was at work, then this would not have happened.
Of the state's 233 agencies, the CSU is the only state agency that does not provide steps to support staff. After the CSU administration eliminated salary steps in 1996, we tried to reinstate step pay at the bargaining table. But for over 20 years, the CSU has refused our request, despite the failure of the existing salary structure and the inability of employees to earn a fair and equitable wage. All we are asking for is parity with other state agencies and public sector employees.
It's just blatant disregard for your employees, and it creates a morale issue. What is my incentive to keep working?
I think we have to live within the funds that we receive from the legislature, and in the budget processes, year to year, there's discretionary, and frankly, that is the reality that we live in.
No, I just think that's a failure on the CSU's part. So I would ask you to look at that and just think about morale and think about someone who's been doing a good job and coming in every single day, and the person right next to them is making the same or more than them. So I'd like you to look at that, and please don't allow that to happen anymore.
I see great inequity here that needs to be fixed. So I'm going to be supporting this today, and I want to thank you for bringing this forward.
Thank you for bringing this bill forward, and I'm in full support, and I'd love to move it when appropriate. Thank you.
You know, I love recruiting, and one of the things that I encounter often is people don't even understand what unions are for. And so basically I explain, you know, there's that great afterthought to the Constitution called a Bill of Rights. And what I tell people is, if you are in a workplace without a union, then when you go into the employee entrance, they should have a sign that says, "Leave your Constitution here." What a union does is bring your constitutional rights into the workplace, like assembly and speech. So the union really is democracy in action. If you don't have a union in a workplace, you don't have democracy. That's the way I feel about it.
Now, the CSU claims, well, we don't have the money. We don't have the money. We don't have the money. What they do have money for is to give merit salary adjustments for management.
So I'd like you to look at that, and please don't allow that to happen anymore.